Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
It does still happen.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen. Trapped in closet.
Look, we've all been trapped in the closet before.
I like how the chair is still here.
It's just me and Stephanie in the house. We don't have guests.
I mean, yeah, why would you? You don't need to move the chair.
I know, but it's just funny to me that the chair is still in here.
We have a table with 6 chairs, and there's only 2 of us. So
No, there's 5 chairs.
currently 5. 6 is right here.
Yeah.
But there's only 2 of us, and it's on the side we never use.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Let's say, do y'all even use the table?
Yeah. We sit there and eat most of our meals.
We don't use the bar.
Well, yeah, because you got clutter on top of it.
No.
We have TV trays.
Yes.
We actually use our dining room table.
Yeah.
Every meal that we have here at the house, we eat at the dining room table.
You know what they say. I'm trapped in the closet. Anyways. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus. I am your clueless leader. Today we're going to go on a learning journey. There was some confusion last week.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I have Miss Muffin with me,
Hey, y'all.
and Daniel is back.
I'm here.
So Renee thought I said useless leader.
I'm not going to disagree with her entirely, but
I don't think you would.
quite entertaining.
Renee got
Actually, I feel
useless.
like that's what you should just say for now.
No.
Or if you mumble it when you say it, it sounds like clueless or useless.
So, anyways, in the world of motorcycle company acquisitions,
Yeah.
is there any new news, Daniel?
I haven't seen anything with who actually acquired or paid off KTM.
Yeah, but should we not start with that has happened?
Yes. Yeah. So KTM is still afloat. They are being put afloat by a donor.
Okay, I guess we need to
company.
cover exactly what has happened for people that might not be paying attention as much as we pay attention.
True.
Because we've been watching videos and reading articles and
that is
all
very
kinds of
true.
stuff like
Yes.
that. So, obviously, if you're listening to this and this is not your first time listening to this or you pay attention to the world of motorcycles, you know KTM is having a problem. KTM owed 2.7. Was that their total balance?
I think it was.
So 2.7 billion, that's billion with
With
a
a
B,
B?
dollars
The big
was
B.
what they owed. Like, that debt was called in.
Yes.
They had borrowed money, and that debt was called. So that was why they were having issues.
I'm looking up how much they sold MV for.
So, and that's probably where they got the 30%.
Mm.
So they came to a continuance where they would pay 30% immediately, and it would keep them afloat, but there was a remaining 70% that was to be dealt with. 70% of $2.7 billion
Yeah.
is a lot of damn money. And for anybody that does not understand, I don't think there is any motorcycle company that profits $2.7 billion in a year.
No.
No.
Even the Honda Motor Corporation, because you have bills you have to pay.
Correct.
True.
So
Yeah, there is no profit that's
right. So
$2.7
$2.7 billion is literally what they would have to pay after paying everything, all their operational costs.
Yeah.
So, and Lord knows they could probably not give the CEO a paycheck, but that can't ever happen. So,
What do you mean, golden parachute or what?
yeah. So someone has stepped in and covered their debt. And essentially what that means is they have somebody now that's in charge. There is a rumor that it is BMW.
I've
It
seen
is just a rumor.
Yeah. So the sale price for MV, so that was one of the companies that was owned under the KTM flag, MV
So them
Agusta
selling MV Agusta helped pay the 30%, right?
helped pay their portion that they were required to pay. Yes. Now they sold it back to the Sardanov family, which already owned MV Agusta at one
Does
point.
it say how much they sold it to them for?
They did not. There was no number attached to it. I looked at 3 or 4 articles, and there was no specific number.
To understand how much a billion truly is,
It's 1,000 millions.
they probably didn't get $1 billion out of MV Agusta, the brand.
No.
So
I'm going to say, in all reality, probably worth 10 million. MV Agusta.
I would say they probably got 25. Would be my guess. But
It's such a limited. I mean, you're
They're
selling
still-
all the rights to it, but yeah.
way off.
Yeah. You're even at 25. Like you're.
Well, even at 25,
You still have 970 million that you need, or
Yeah, you're
75
still-
million that you need
just to get to $1 billion.
Yeah.
But the thing is even at 25 million, that's not 30% of 2.7 billion.
No.
So
I have not seen any article showing how KTM actually became solvent, or at least made their 30% up.
yeah, because to clarify for people that are bad at math,
Me, yes.
okay, 10% of 2.7 billion is 270 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they sold it for 25 million, it's not even 1%.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
shy of
that's-
1% of
And they had to-
10%
Not
of
even
the.
close.
Right, and they had
Yeah.
to come up with essentially like $700 million.
It was $810 million would be 30%.
Okay. So
So
Well,
that's a lot of money. I mean, even for a company like Honda.
well, I think
Yeah.
they said KTM, its most profitable year ever in its history was, I think when I saw it, it was like
2020.
no, it was only like $26 million was their most profitable year.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, for Lewis, who we know is not listening to this,
No, he never does.
he doesn't.
KTM was founded. Husqvarna was founded. KTM acquired Husqvarna.
Mhm.
And then KTM decided to build a budget brand, and they developed Gas Gas. Gas Gas was originally created and produced by KTM. Because he went, they have no ties.
I tried. I was like, I know they make the engines. I knew that for a fact.
But he sat here and said 2-strokes suck, and in 3 weeks he's going to be like, I think I'm going to give me a 2-stroke.
Well, no, he's going to be
Well-
excited when Kawasaki puts out their new 2-stroke that they've advertised for
He's
the
going to
past
be
couple
like,
of weeks.
2-strokes suck, and then Kawasaki's going to come out with like a 600cc, like a ZX6R 2-stroke, and they'll be like, it's got power of a 1300, and he'll be like, that's the coolest bike ever.
I'll buy one.
You never said 2-strokes suck.
No, that is true.
No, he did.
He did. He did.
I had a heart attack when he
Yeah.
said it.
I know. It's very disappointing.
So, anyways.
That's why we don't have him on anymore.
So anyways, what it comes down to
He's
is
tried multiple times.
someone has stepped in to help cover debt.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if they covered the full 70 or if they helped
They-
negotiate and put up part of the money for the 30 and said that they'll take responsibility after the window closes or whatever.
I feel like this is basically a company coming in and saying, like, look, we'll cover it, but on these stipulations that KTM does their restructuring like they're planning
Correct.
on doing under new management, because they've been going through and firing and rehiring.
Correct. And KTM has refused to separate their, when I say their branding, I don't mean KTM Husqvarna, I mean KTM as a whole.
Yeah.
Because Lewis Hamilton tried to buy the KTM race team, and KTM adamantly refused
Yeah.
to sell the race team to Lewis Hamilton because they want it to remain in KTM's ownership. They don't
Which,
want.
you know what,
mean,
I completely
to be a
agree,
separate
because
brand.
a lot of those race teams end up owned by private investing groups and things like that. And it's not necessarily...
But they could have sold it on a stipulation.
They could.
A lot of companies do that when they need money. They'll do stuff like sell race teams on stipulations.
Yeah. You can rent our race team.
Basically.
There you go.
Really, that's what
Well,
it
it's
comes down to.
basically what it is it's like, we'll sell it to you on
This is a
5-year lease.
This is a long-term lease.
Yeah, we'll sell it to you on a 5-year lease for $20 million, and any money made off the race team is your money. But after 5 years, it comes back into our pocket.
Maybe, yeah.
Which would make sense. So I have scoured articles prior to today, and I know me and you have talked about it in length. I have not seen anything on who
They are keeping
actually.
it very, very hush-hush. And that's the thing that the article said. The articles that I've read, that they were keeping it very close to the chest. Like,
So there's only one reason that I can think of that they would actually keep it close to the chest. It's Bajaj or CF Moto is the one that put up the money.
and
Because-
they don't want to be branded as a Chinese company.
Exactly. Or an Indian company.
People got to get over that crap.
I agree with you. Because if BMW actually stepped in and purchased it, they immediately
We know about
Unless
it.
BMW doesn't want people to know.
they're embarrassed.
But it's like, on the Chinese motorcycle thing, me and Mark were talking at work the other day.
Yeah.
And Mark used to work for a manufacturer or a dealer that sold CF Moto.
Yep.
CF Moto, fantastic brand. Okay. There's other Chinese brands out there that have made fantastic vehicles, be them motorcycles or cars. And for people that go, well, that's few and far between. Okay. We saw Kia and Daewoo hit the market
Those are Korean.
about the same time.
Yeah.
We still have Kia.
Yeah. Well,
Daewoo was junk.
Daewoo was owned by Chevy.
But Daewoo was
Were
junk.
they?
Yes.
Oh.
Daewoo was a Chevy.
So think about that. Daewoo, who was owned by Chevy, was the junk one.
Yeah.
And people look at Kias now because you go out and look at a new Telluride or something like that. Man, it's a nice
they're
vehicle.
nice.
They're nice.
I wouldn't buy one, but they're nice.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but you know what else is Korean and it passed us? Literally, I didn't even realize what it was until it passed us on the way to dinner tonight.
What?
What?
A Genesis G50.
I do
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Hyundais.
So that's
The
also,
the Genesis brand, they've separated
Yeah.
them out now. So Genesis is like kind of how Dodge did with the Ram trucks.
but it's Hyundai Kia.
Yeah.
They are one company. Hyundai has been around a lot longer than Kia has.
Just like Honda Nissan.
Actually, I saw some stuff on that too.
Did you?
Yeah. But it didn't go through.
I saw that too.
I saw that
Yeah.
as well, but
I don't know details.
I
but
have a feeling there's.
So here's what I think happened if it didn't go through, because I just saw that it didn't go through,
Yeah.
and I've seen funny memes about it. Was that basically Honda said, "Cool, well we're going to kill this vehicle, this vehicle, this vehicle, and this vehicle," and Nissan went, "No, you're not," and they go, "Okay, y'all have a good day then."
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly. If it is true that it
Yeah,
didn't go
we're
through,
gonna
that's
cut the-
100%.
We're going to cut the
Yeah.
fat because this is what's happened.
Yep.
And basically, I would not be surprised if Honda went, "We're cutting every car and minivan you have. You're only selling trucks."
Honda was trying to save people.
So
Yes.
The worst drivers on the road
Are-
Sentras,
Yes.
Altimas, or Maximas.
Every road
Unless
rage
it's an
station I've
SER.
been in is one of those.
Yeah, well, they're even worse. Monica, I know Monica doesn't listen, but she drives a Maxa. You are excluded.
So I could honestly believe that Honda would have went, "You're going to quit manufacturing all your cars. You will also quit manufacturing the minivan, or if they do manufacture the minivan, it's just going to be a rebadge to Odyssey."
Yeah.
And Nissan would still have that. Nissan would still have the Pathfinder.
The Frontier,
The Frontier
and
and the Titan.
Yeah.
No, Honda went in and said, no more CVTs.
Nissan went, "No, we gotta have
No, we
CVTs."
can't. We've got a 40-year contract with whatever company makes those crappy CVTs. We just
They're sitting there in the office, and Honda's going, so tell us what you were thinking when you made the Juke.
Oh, God.
they were trying to dodge a lot of accusations.
Well.
Oh, actually, they would have probably let Nissan continue making the GTR.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, is that really Nissan? Or is Nismo building a car and slapping Nissan's name on it?
It's the guys that used to work at Datsun.
Yeah.
Making the GTR.
That's what it is.
I mean, the guys that worked at Datsun actually built some cool cars.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Datsun, fantastic. Nissan. You tried.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Datsun created the truck.
Yes, they did. And they had the
Datsun
510 Sunny.
Datsun created the Z's.
They did.
Yeah.
Datsun essentially created the Skyline.
They
Yeah.
did.
Because the very first Skyline, we had it everywhere. In case people don't realize this, they sold them in the States under the badge Datsun C110.
Yep.
So I almost bought a C110 with a blown motor at one point in time. And when
Don't
I
you
found
wish you had?
when the dude was like,
Damn it, Bobby.
when the guy was like, I needed a car. It was a buddy of Adam's.
Uh-huh.
He's like, oh, he's got a Datsun. I was like, oh, what is it? I'm thinking it's like a 510 or what was it? The other one, the 200 something.
Oh,
they did,
yeah.
the little car. So they had they had the 2-door car that was a 200 something and a 4-door car, which was the 510. And I'm thinking it's one of those. And he's like, it's a C something. I was like, I only know one C.
Mm.
And and I was like, is it a C110? And he's like, I'll find out. And he asked him, he's like, yeah, it's a C110. He's like, it said it's a pretty cool car, but the motor's messed up in it. And he's like, the car's straight, but it's got a blown engine. And I was like, he was asking like $1,000. And I was like, yeah, I'll give him $1,000 for it. And like my brother went back and told him, and he's like, so I don't know what happened, but he was like, I've decided I don't want to sell it.
Yeah.
Oh.
He figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like a 72 or 73.
Because you know what it was? He
C110.
was over here thinking it was like a Sunny, a 510.
Yeah.
$400 would have been
Oh, man.
blown
Could you
engine
imagine?
Sunny.
Like, dude, if I had a C110, I'd be driving that thing all the time.
And no
Fender
modifications.
mirrors and everything.
No modifications or anything, just factory stock.
Well, I had a blown engine.
Well,
Yeah.
Had a blown engine, had been sitting for several years. So
Yeah.
it would have been very modified.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, no, I would have found like a newer RB.
yeah.
I would have, like, not even I would have been fine with like an RB25. I didn't have to go 26.
Yeah.
I would have had a Gallo 12,
Not the 24?
not the 24. But like for the most part, like it would have been like just stupid clean.
Yeah.
Like I would have done overflares, fender mirrors, like
Just
the
standard.
14-inch 4 spokes
Oh,
with a
man.
wide stance.
Yep. Absolutely.
The slotted vent over the rear window.
As it should be.
And have it like silver over matte black trim.
I was going to say it's either going to be silver or gold.
I would have done
Yeah.
silver over the
Yeah.
the standard matte plastic
Yeah.
over
That-
fenders and stuff like that.
It's a shame. You didn't.
Like people would have seen it and just been like, "Man, that's a nice old school Datsun." And then you pull into like a car show where people know cars, and they'll be like,
Oh, look, the original Skyline.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
"Yeah."
Absolutely.
I probably would have even got like first gen Skyline badges, taken the Datsun badges off and put first gen Skyline badges on
I
it.
mean, yeah.
Which
yeah,
would
makes
have been
sense,
reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was that script.
Yes, it was. But back to KTM.
Oh yeah, two wheels.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Back to Motorcyclettes.
Actually, I say 2 wheels. KTM does make a car.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. The
I mean,
Expo.
Expo,
crossbow.
Crossbow, Expo.
Whatever, yeah, whatever you
It
want to call
says
it.
Expo.
Yeah.
Says
on
Expo.
They make different variants of that one too.
The rarely produced Expo GT3R or whatever it was.
Yeah, which
The
is
one that was the full carbon with the hardtop.
I thought it so
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they're only like $1 million.
Yeah, don't. I mean,
it's
just
fine. It's fine.
I mean, my wallet's over there. We could just
Yeah.
go pick one up.
Yeah.
That's pocket change, man.
$1 million Turkish lira. It's like $1.27.
Yep, perfect.
So, anyways.
Prussian francs.
Yeah, don't know what's going on. There was rumors out there that BMW bought it and stuff, but not confirmed. If CF Moto bought it, I have no qualms about it.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people that's
my
being an asshole about that.
personal speculation and opinion would be Bajaj or CF Moto were the ones that were financing this.
Well, it's going to be hard to tell because the rumor with BMW buying it was that their production was going to stay in India.
Yeah,
So, and
but
if CF Moto bought
they
it,
were going to move the headquarters to
Munich.
Mm.
Right. But like if CF Moto bought it, well, guess what? Their production's also going to stay in India.
Yeah.
Well.
So, but
Yeah, because
like
so
the
far
only 3 names I've seen that were looking at
That's
purchase
it.
was BMW, CF Moto, and Bajaj.
Yeah, and that's it. So unless there's because I am going to say, I want to say it was Bajaj was making the GS310 engine as well.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm, you try to connect all the dots. Everything that we're saying is pure speculation because nothing's been put out. But if Bajaj bought it
But we're
under
your number one source for KTM.
apparently for right now,
Apparently.
we own a KTM. A KTM is outside, so we're not just
Yeah.
completely
I
lying.
still got to get that seat. I got the sports seat.
Oh yeah,
Shinbom has that sports seat. I got to
Oh,
pay
yeah.
him for that.
yeah.
So,
It'll be curious to see because KTM said they're going to start production again in March.
March 2025.
But I don't know why they're starting production again with the giant backlog of motorcycles that they have sitting.
I saw something that said upwards of 300,000 motorcycles.
Jeez.
Now, it's a worldwide market. Keep in
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But I also understand people aren't going to buy a brand that they don't know the future of.
And,
True.
and correct. And 2, 300,000 bikes does sound like a lot. Okay.
But
I
when
mean,
you,
it does.
But when you go to
it's-
Pandora for a year worth of KTM dirt bikes, just dirt bikes,
they sell out
That's-
every single one.
that's probably close to 500.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you also got to remember markets and 300,000 worldwide sitting in backlog. You go to a country like India where the
it's
the KTM, the 125 Duke, the 390 Duke, I think they have a 200 Duke. Like they'll sell 100,000 of those.
Yeah.
In India
true.
alone,
True.
Yeah.
or China.
Yeah.
So it seems like a lot, but any motorcycle company, well, any automotive or
Well,
motorcycle
I saw the
company doesn't want to
question.
have a big backlog.
I saw the
Yeah.
question posed about if they took a complete collapse and someone they were able to liquidate their market,
Yeah,
would you buy one of their motorcycles?
probably.
I probably would too, because what I saw talking about that has happened in the past.
Yes.
And they were talking about 50 to 60% discount off of retail cost, not retail sell value. Retail cost. So a bike that sells for 12,000, retail cost might be 9. So if you took 50% off, that's $4,500.
You know who's going to
Get
have a new
60% off.
1390 Super Adventure?
I mean, that's the thing
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if
I mean,
they
why
did,
wouldn't you?
if they did that, you could go in. You could literally go in and buy a 790 for $4,000 brand new.
Jeez. I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Absolutely. And
Because you're never going to get parts for it if it breaks.
I mean, yeah.
but you would, because there's actually quite a few companies that know that KTMs are historically unreliable and make
Yes,
parts.
but
Not from KTM though.
Yeah.
but you're never going to get parts for it in case
Yeah.
it breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what it said.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to manufacturers, aftermarket parts do not exist.
Correct.
Mm.
That is correct. But brand new 1390 Adventure for $5,000, I'll ride it until it breaks and then just leave it on the side of the road somewhere.
You know what I'd go by?
A fleet of 390 Dukes. $500 a piece.
There you go.
If they're not priced right, I would go buy the 690 Adventure R.
Yeah.
Because it would only be like, I mean, it would still be like a $10,000 bike, but
Still.
yeah.
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 It's a Dakar rally bike. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Dakar rally race ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is a 690 Rally R or Adventure R, whatever you want to call it. That bike is designed for you to be able to buy as an amateur racer and go race the Baja without having to do any modifications to it.
Yes.
Nice.
It's like buying a street ready or buying an RC213P
Yes.
or buying the Indian race bike. It's the
Yeah.
same thing, but for a rally.
Like
bike.
this is a race motorcycle that just happens to have the legal requirements
Yeah.
to be on the street.
You can buy it from KTM,
It's expensive.
and it's about $28,000 for a dirt bike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I would go buy.
Yeah. I wouldn't be afraid of buying one.
I would buy one, and as soon as the motor blew, I'd go find like a totaled T7 or MT-07 and throw the motors
There you go.
and call it a day.
You're done.
Yeah.
Or you find other people that have bought the 690s and then just
There's actually a million 690s in junkyards, probably.
fucking bent forks, frames all screwed up, but the
Yeah.
engine runs solid.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, hey, here's a 701.
But you know, here, there you go. But here's the thing, like it's in our lifetime, we haven't really had. We've talked about this before, where automotive manufacturers like
Yeah.
Chevy killed off a lot of. Pontiac doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Oldsmobile doesn't exist anymore.
I think what you're getting to is what we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
It's that painful loss of an iconic brand.
Correct. Which is why MV Agusta is still around.
Hummer was not an iconic brand. Why did you bring it back? But
Well,
And in
But,
all EV
like you
form.
said,
yeah. Fine.
Pontiac,
Yeah.
Oldsmobile.
Yep.
Yeah.
Iconic brands. Okay. KTM, iconic brand when it comes to motorcycling.
Absolutely.
Has
Just
a-
like Husqvarna.
holds a huge significant weight to it. It's just like the Indian when we had the Indian drinking here.
Yeah.
I give Indian a lot of grief,
But I never want them to go away.
but I don't
Right.
want that brand to go away
Yeah.
because it's such an iconic brand.
But you know what went away though? The one bike me and you would buy from Indian.
They got rid of the FTR.
They discontinued the FTR.
What?
2025 is the last year for the FTR.
So I wonder if they're going
It's
to compete in
tragic.
2026.
I don't know. I keep seeing all the jokes online, like everybody's upset about the FTR being discontinued. All the people that said they would buy one but never did.
Oh, FXR.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
But I would never want to see Indian go away either.
You know what'll happen now?
No.
It'll be an FTX or something. They'll come out with a different model number.
They'll buy out Buell, and the Super Cruiser will be an Indian.
Have you seen that Buell touring bike that they have? Like it's called it's Buell, so it's a shit name. The Buell Super Touring.
Oh,
I
I
haven't
do
seen that.
know the bike. Yeah,
Those-
Hold on.
I don't like it.
I need to Google this.
I don't like it, but I also like it at the same
The
time.
headlight looks really weird.
The double headlight,
Yeah,
like yeah, but at the same time, like that's actually kind of neat.
yeah.
It looks like someone bastardized a Pan America and mixed it with a bunch of other weird bikes.
I think who said that? Somebody said something when they first released it. It was like, what did they do?
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. Are you looking up the Super Touring?
Let me see what you got. Let me see your picture.
What the actual hell?
Let me see your picture. Make sure you're on the right bike. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
I don't know about that.
It's a Buell Blast with
It's a blast.
I mean, it's a blast.
Well, no, and I'm just trying to figure out the styling on it. Now, I would probably ride one. I'd be curious to see what it actually, because I'd actually love to ride the Super Cruiser.
What I don't understand is if Harley had the opportunity, I don't know if they did, but if they had the opportunity to purchase back Buell
Yeah.
before they came out with a Pan America, I wonder why they didn't. Because I feel like it was on the table probably.
I would imagine it
When
was.
it went from EBR to Buell,
Yeah.
there was a sale there that happened.
Yes, it was.
So I would have, if I was Harley, I would have bought it and then used that platform
To make sport bikes.
for new engine development of liquid cooled motors.
Yeah.
Fine, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
In the United States, liquid cooled engines.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I would almost see Buell as being the if Harley were to have acquired them, just like the Livewire, the electric, all the electric Harleys are in their kind of own area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buell be the sport bike or more sporty oriented motorcycles.
Yeah.
There you go. You now have your soon to be forgotten FTR competition or any V twin sport bike.
Yeah.
You can now compete with Ducati,
Yeah.
MV Agusta,
I mean, that makes sense, actually.
but you keep it separate because the traditional Harley riders don't want a sport bike. They don't want to see that kind of stuff cluttering up their
We know,
shoulder.
like the
Yeah.
I know
Pan
you
America.
do. I know you're not the traditional.
but the Pan America,
Yes.
it could look exactly the same and say Buell on the side of it, and it would still sell just as well as it.
Yes.
Oh, for
It
sure.
would.
It
It
would.
probably would have
Yeah.
sold better.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah,
have
honestly,
the
yeah.
stuck in tradition people looking at it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because I worked at a dealer, a Harley dealer, when they also sold Buell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The traditional Harley guy, I never heard him really say anything bad about Buell. They were just like, that sport bike world's not for me. That was what they said. They weren't like, oh, them Japanese motors. That wasn't their comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking at like the Thunderbolt,
Correct.
like the S1.
Mm.
That was
That was not when I worked at a dealership. That was before I worked at the dealership.
no, but
But
I'm thinking
still, yeah.
I'm thinking of like that type of
For me, it was like the XB9S Lightning and stuff like
yes.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Still Sportster base engines.
Yes.
Very traditional. People understand what the engine is. They
Yes.
know what it is. It's just in a weird chassis.
But Buell, Redmax motor.
Would have worked perfectly.
Oh, yeah. It would have been great.
Because all their bikes are liquid cooled.
Correct.
And
And then they could have taken that Redmax, shoved it into a Softail frame with a Buell name on the side of it,
extra Super Cruiser.
whatever they wanted to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Cruiser is just a dyno with
But
Oh, that would have
Cool
sold.
engine.
but then you slowly start to shift that technology.
yeah.
So the
One component at
the
a time.
essentially what happens
He's
is
gone to fuel injection.
the old heads
Yeah.
don't get upset about what's happening.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looks like a more modern, just a progression of time and not.
Dude, I know some of these
Yeah.
old traditional guys that won't buy 24s and up because they have liquid cooled heads.
Jeez.
I'm like, get over
Get
it.
over it.
You know what? Good for them. They can stay with their 88 cubic inch. They can stay back in the Evo engine era. That's perfectly
I wasn't
fine.
even 88.
Well, I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know.
It's baffling. Like
It is.
I like more tech. I love my old bikes.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, it's like with the Redmax stuff. So Cruzy has been building out his Nightsters. Okay. He legitimately got like 35 horsepower out of a tune, an intake, and an exhaust on a Nightster.
Because you can do that with a liquid cooled engine
Yeah.
where you have that extra cooling and you're not.
We have the technology.
I mean, look at cars. Radiators were always a thing for the most part.
Yeah.
But Volkswagen did air cooled engines for
Like-
long. There's a lot of companies that
So
did air cooled engines.
The thing about like a Rev Max bagger,
Yeah.
that does not bother me.
No.
No.
A giant radiator in the front does.
I get that. But
Yeah.
you can, there's ways to
Correct.
work around that.
Correct.
Yeah.
You figure out a way to work around that,
Yeah.
I'm all good. I just don't want that radiator detracting from the look of the motorcycle, because when they build like the Sportster S or the Nightster and all that other stuff, they build the platform around the design of the radiator so it doesn't detract from the rest of the looks.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
Which I feel like you could do on a bagger. If you,
You
really.
could. Yeah.
potentially, but if you look at the front of the Super Cruiser, and
Yeah.
they've tried to build around that radiator, it
Yeah.
looks goofy.
It does look a little bit goofy. But if the claim, because I see it all the time, all the advertisements for Buell,
Yeah.
175 horsepower.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic amount of power out of a V-twin engine.
It's great. It is a fantastic amount of power out of a motor and out of a motorcycle that was supposed to be on the market like 4 years ago.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, you can put a deposit down on them though.
Well.
Yeah.
It's like $5,000 if you want to put your deposit down.
If it's any consolation, there was a smart helmet company that did that too.
Yeah. I wonder where they're at.
Yeah.
I think one of them's in jail for fraud.
That sounds about right.
So,
No, I hope they do actually start producing them like they're saying. I want to see them on the road. I would love to ride one.
I would like to see them on the road because competition drives innovation.
Yes, it does.
You know, if you look, for anybody that wants to go, well, they say that, look right now at Harley baggers and Indian baggers.
They're basically across the board. They compete with each other every new production cycle.
And
Yeah.
every new production cycle, like 1 year, Harley's going, look at what we got. The next year, Indian's going, look at what we got. And then the next year, Harley's going, look at what we got.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the next year, Indian's going, look at what we got.
Yep.
And they every new
Because-
year they incorporate the previous thing that
Well,
the other
literally,
company
like they did the Challenger.
Yes.
So then Harley Davidson updates the Road Glide and the Street Glide. And then this year, they redo, redoes their, or Indian redoes their Chieftain.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah.
But you know what? That's great. Keep going. Like don't rest on your laurels.
Correct.
Don't
Yeah,
sit there
don't
and
stop.
think that because you made something that was decent or good for the time that you can just sit there and spend. I think the automotive and motorcycle world it's moving at a faster pace than it has in many years. You're not going to be able to sit on a bike for 10 years, keep producing it
Correct.
like you used to.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to keep innovating. You're going to have to keep putting new technology in it. You're going to have to do new things.
Yeah.
The big four have been doing that. They keep
it's-
changing.
You know, it's like using my Street Glide as an example.
Yeah.
Okay. This year, it becomes an 8-year-old motorcycle.
Mhm.
And when I'm at the shop and I'm around those new bikes, it starts to feel like an 8-year-old motorcycle.
I mean, yeah.
I don't dislike it, and I'm not going to get rid of it, but it's starting to feel like an 8-year-old motorcycle. When I get on a pre-Rushmore bike, like a 2012, I do sit there and go, this
Whoa.
bike feels ancient.
Yeah.
And in reality, it's 12 years old,
Yeah.
13 years old.
Which is not really that old,
No.
but at the same time,
Technology has
it's-
advanced.
but I bet you if you were sitting on that,
Because, like, if you got on, like, a 2012 R1,
yeah,
it's going to look different than the brand new ones. But you're not going to feel like you're on a 13 or 14-year-old sport bike.
no,
But it does feel that way with Harley.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say you look on that 2012 and you ride a 2008 or a 2000.
Yeah.
There's very minimal difference
Yeah.
in that year range. But now you look at 2012 to 2025 or 24 and on,
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah.
You go backwards the same amount of years that you go forwards. It's a big. It's a good change.
Yeah.
It's a good
Well,
change.
and even then, anybody that wants to argue the point and go, well, if you're looking at a 2012 and you go back 12 or 13 years to 2000,
yeah,
okay. They're both baggers and they're both twin cams and they're both pre-Rushmore, but there's still a lot of differences between those two.
Yeah.
The difference between 5-speed to 6-speed.
yeah,
Difference between an 88 to a 103.
true.
Difference between the frame change up in 2009 when they went to the what they call the fat tire frame. So they went from a 150 rear tire to like the 180 rear tire.
Yeah,
I mean, that stuff changed and it made a difference. You know?
absolutely.
And
But
that was suspension changes, front and rear, and all that stuff.
But those are the type of changes that you need to make
Right.
in a
Sitting
production
still,
cycle.
though, those bikes seem like they're the exact same.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And then compare it 2012 to now. Two different
It's-
motorcycles.
Oh yeah.
two
Not
completely-
even- not
don't
even
even
the
look the same.
Yeah. Don't even look the same. Not even the same. Like could be a different
Yeah.
manufacturer.
Yeah,
for
it's-
all you know.
But like that's the thing. Like there's this going from 2012 to 2025 in that 13-year gap. There's a motorcycle in the middle that doesn't look the same as the 2012
Yeah.
and doesn't look the same as the 2025.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
bike.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you saw mine going on the road, and then the next day you saw a 2012 going down the road, you'd be like, "We don't really look a whole lot different." You put them right next to each other, and
There's
you
a
go,
difference.
"Oh,
Yeah.
that's different."
And then you put the 24 on right next to that.
Yeah, and you go, "Oh, that's different."
Yeah.
Yeah. Harley's in a vacuum.
So
All look the same, but when you put them all next to each other,
Yeah.
you can tell there's
You can
actually
tell
been-
differences.
But that's with every motorcycle company. And you're right, like a 2012 R1, and you compare it to a 24 or 25, you're going to get roughly the same type of bike.
yeah, you're
Just-
you're talking about a motorcycle with those bikes. It's really, you know,
Technology.
what has been changed is stuff that most people aren't even capable of quantifying.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Well, we changed the computer. We changed the gauge setup. It's got a different look to it. It's got LEDs now. But strip them both down to the frame and the engine, you know,
chassis, engine.
for the most part, they're the same.
Well, Suzuki running the K5
So,
engine
well,
for
I
the
mean,
past 20
you get
years.
to Yamaha and they're like, oh, well, we got a cross-plane crank now. Yeah, and it puts out more power, but also to 90% of your riders, they can't tell the difference.
Don't you hate on those highway pool people?
We
The
gotta
crossplane.
do a 60-mile roller. Why?
Yeah. I gotta be at the top of first gear. Innovation is good. I don't ever want to see any of the motorcycle brands that we exist with today.
Easy. There's a couple that could stand to
Eh,
say goodbye.
who? If you were okay, well, just a generic question. If you're gonna pick a motorcycle company that's currently in production today, if they just didn't
Well,
exist
Are we
in
going a worldwide company? Or
America,
brand available in America?
brand available in America.
Okay. I was about to say, because if we went worldwide,
Yeah.
I would probably go like Benelli or something like that.
Well, they're available in the United States.
I don't think I've ever seen a Benelli in the United States.
The CF Moto dealer here used to sell Benellis.
But like Ural.
Yeah.
Like it would not break my heart
If Ural
if
just
Ural
disappeared.
disappeared.
I would agree
I mean,
with you on
yeah.
that one.
It's kind of like the conversation we had at dinner. You
Yeah.
brought up somebody's name, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that person even existed."
Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's nothing against that individual. It was just they were not impactful enough on my life that it was ever meant anything.
Yeah. Now, I've actually ridden a Ural with the sidecar attached, the whole 2-wheel drive setup, everything.
But would it break your heart if they
No.
went belly up?
No, I think it's super cool. It's unique.
It's niche.
There's a reason why it's nicknamed the urinal.
I mean,
All right.
but that question is not fair to me.
Okay.
I know a lot of brands that other people don't know.
Yeah.
Like, would you be upset if Janus went belly up?
No.
Would you be upset if Modus went belly up?
Yes. I actually think
No,
they
you
do.
wouldn't.
No,
You
I
wouldn't.
really it wouldn't affect me, but I do like the stuff that
I
they
say,
make.
look,
Okay, but
you
would it hurt your feelings? You'd be like,
No.
You'd go, oh damn, that sucks. Anyways,
So CSC is going to go bankrupt. Oh no.
Oh no.
so
No, I actually I do agree with you, but I was thinking more of like the bikes that we see on a regular basis. I know there's a lot of niche
dude,
brands.
if we go back 20 years ago, there was a lot of bikes that we did see on a regular basis that don't exist anymore.
Don't talk about Hyosung like that.
No, buddy, I'm not talking about that.
What are you thinking?
Whatever happened to Big Dog? Whatever happened to Bourget? Whatever happened to Orange County Choppers? They were still
I
manufacturing brands. They were not custom bike shops. They were
They
building
were.
ground up motorcycles
You
and
know what?
selling them.
You are right.
They were.
I rolled my eyes, but you are correct. They
I mean,
they were like
to
when you
be-
get a
to
title,
be
it
fair-
says
Yeah.
Big Dog or
To be fair, Big Dog was literally like a big corporation that
Yes.
was like
Yeah, they used to be.
much bigger than Bourget or Orange County or anything like that.
can I say I do enjoy seeing those motorcycles for sale for like 10 grand now?
Oh yeah.
Here's another one for you that I don't even know if you know about. American brand. It just went gone. Ridley.
I'm not
I've
familiar
heard
with
of
that
Ridley.
one.
So at one point in time, they sold Ridleys at our dealership.
Really?
They
When was this?
they were American made. They looked like Harleys.
Okay.
They were 750 cc's and fully automatic.
Huh.
I do remember those.
They sold them when you worked there.
That's why I remember them.
And they put up a picture of a Ridley.
I can't
Yeah.
say I've ever. Was it a Japanese company?
No.
All American?
It was either American or European.
Hmm.
They were designed to be a fully automatic American cruiser entry level motorcycle.
I don't hate the concept.
So type in Ridley motorcycle.
That's what. Hold on. I'm pulling up images. Oh, there's a chick sitting on one.
Is it you?
No.
No.
It's Heather at the dealership
At the
sitting on
dealership.
one.
That's why I remember it because they were there when I worked there.
I hate everything about that.
So that was like their
I'm
chopper.
glad.
So
that
hang
didn't
on, that was like
exist.
their chopper. Yeah. So you're glad that one's gone, but what about that one? So the first one I showed him was the chopper. The second one is like a retro heritage style or something like
Yeah.
that. They had a Springer.
That's It's interesting. They're definitely
Well, the thing
interesting.
is like if you look at the engine,
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that giant box down there. Was that a transmission? Well, I guess
no.
that'd be the automatic transmission.
buddy, look at that engine and tell me what that looks like. I'll tell you exactly what it looks like to me, and I don't know if it was or not. That looks like a 750cc V-twin lawnmower engine.
That's yeah. That's I'm trying to place it. It
Well,
looks
probably
like
was.
well, it looks like something that you would have seen on a bike from like a concept from 1908.
Or like another brand that was American that
Briggs
went
and
away
Stratton.
called Cushman.
Yeah, that's a golf cart engine.
Duh.
So, but like, so that's what I'm saying.
I've never
But
heard
I
of
can
that
pull
one.
out. I can see. I'm pulling out brands that you don't even know exist. So that's why I say that question is unfair to me.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
they've already died. They've
So,
already gone away.
But I can name.
Yeah.
I can name brands that currently exist that we have in the States that if they went away, you
True.
wouldn't be heartbroken about.
Yeah.
I mean, literally in our motorcycling lifetime, Hyosung. You
Yeah.
said it a second ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Well, in the United States, they still produce motorcycles.
Okay, but not the States.
No, they're not in the States anymore. They backed out because they should have.
And that,
Well.
but those brands like Hyosung are why a lot of people in the States go, I'm not buying that Chinese piece of crap.
I mean, that's true.
Because they put out a 250cc cruiser that was a piece of junk.
At a top speed of like 50 miles an hour.
If you're lucky, downhill with a tailwind.
So,
No, I guess I think about it like when I think about brands that are impactful, you know,
An
yeah,
impactful brand is a different story.
I
Is there an impactful brand that I want to see go away? No, I don't.
No.
I don't want to see any of the big fours go away. I
Yeah.
don't want to see Harley. I don't want to see Indian. I don't want to see them go away.
No.
correct.
I don't want to see any of what we figured out one day, the big 3 European
Yeah,
brands.
BMW, Ducati.
What did we say it was? It was BMW. I think it was BMW, Ducati, and KTM
Yeah,
is what we said, which
Like-
covers their subsidiaries.
yeah.
Um,
Like
don't want to
that.
see
That
them
includes,
go away.
and we're still going to include MV.
But like,
with that,
okay,
but-
here you go.
I wouldn't want to see Aprilia go away either.
But
Yeah.
well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
There's you a major brand that if they went away, I'd be like, oh, that sucks. So,
See-
anyways,
Yeah, but I wouldn't want
But-
Moto Guzzi to go away.
but that's because
Yeah.
in our market, Aprilia doesn't have a big stronghold.
No, they do not.
True.
In foreign markets, they do.
In foreign markets to Chattanooga, they might.
Yes.
In
Yeah.
Chattanooga, they don't have a stronghold.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's like the one time me and you saw that MV Agusta Brutale V4.
Yeah,
We're like, holy crap! Look at that.
but it's like with the Aprilia, dude. I've got love for Aprilia.
Yeah,
I like Aprilias, yeah.
I've already said, you know,
the
one of my
660 is a sweet bike.
when we went through the list about favorite bikes from different brands, for me, Aprilia was the SVX 550. I mean, but even then, like I've got friends that have had Tuanos. I have actually Tim
I love a
Tim
Tuono.
O'Brien currently has a Tuano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
love
so,
a
like
Tuono.
I've got friends that have that stuff. I've rode that stuff. I've rode RSV4s.
Yeah.
I've rode Tuanos. I've rode SVX 550. I've rode the SVX 450 that was very, very short lived.
Yeah.
I rode a Dorsaduro. I mean,
Yeah.
Aprilias are fantastic bikes in my opinion. But here, they don't have
They
the
don't have
hold
that
like
market
Ducati
share.
does.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But that's because we have a Ducati dealer.
We do. We also have an Aprilia dealer.
I heard at one point in time Pandora also handled Aprilia.
They did. They don't anymore.
Who's currently handling Aprilia?
HBR.
Yeah, but
Mm.
HBR doesn't have a hold
No.
like other dealers do
No.
here.
They're the Aprilia, Moto Guzzi, Suzuki, CF Moto dealer.
Well, that's a
That's a
Collaboration.
collection. It's a collection. They also used to be Manelli dealer.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Do y'all know any more misfit brands that we can carry? Oh yeah, let's get Ural in here.
They tried to get Kawasaki.
And they said no.
Well, no, they didn't have enough showroom space because Kawasaki demands like you have to have this much area dedicated to our motorcycles
Yeah.
before you can carry us as a brand.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, because when you look at Kawasaki, there's several dealers that are Kawasaki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all they are.
That's all they sell.
Yep.
They sell Kawasaki and Kawasaki power equipment
And boats.
And
and
buddies.
boats. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't think we should ever see any motorcycle brand disappear. I would like if they could all be saved, unlike the way that they've been saved in the past.
But we don't need to keep adding.
We don't need to
brands.
keep adding more. Like, look, Janus makes a cool bike, but you weren't needed.
Janus makes a cool bike. It's for a niche market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you live in LA, you probably like a Janus.
But Janus also makes bikes just as much as somebody like Big Dog does.
Exactly.
So,
And it'll be a phase, it'll go away in about 10-year time.
and Modus makes bikes
For
like
people that
like-
can't afford or can afford ridiculously expensive.
like
niche.
Bourget.
Yeah. Yeah.
Modus makes, that's not the actual price tag, but Modus makes $100,000 choppers one at a time.
Correct.
Although they have a manufacturing facility, so I don't quite understand.
I don't even think they understand what they do.
You know whose facility they own, right?
Yeah, they're down there in Alabama.
They're in Birmingham.
Yeah.
But do you know they bought out another company?
Which company do they buy?
Another motorcycle company. A custom bike company.
Which one?
Confederate.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Confederate is they're no longer building the bikes that Confederate built, because Confederate built those like crazy
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
motorcycles. Not even, they weren't choppers. They were like,
They were everything.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they
That was off the wall, like
what's that
That
The-
was like if you gave a bunch of motorcycle designers LSD and
Black-
said,
yeah.
make
Yeah.
motorcycles.
so Jay Leno has a Confederate bike.
Yeah.
And so does, there's a black comedian, I can't think of his name of. He's huge in motorcycles. He was actually on several Icon stuff.
I don't know who. it
No,
is.
I mean, I'd love to own a Confederate motorcycle. That would be just really cool to have.
just to own one.
Yeah, I
never
wonder
tried.
how
Yeah.
many people not from the South
Think we're
that don't know
paying-
motorcycles that are like, that's kind of
It no.
No.
Buddy, it
That
was just the name of the brand.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even have like rebel flags or anything like
No.
that.
It
was
had
just-
nothing. It had
just called
nothing to do
Confederate
with that.
Cycles.
It's just a name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Confederate Cycles. I mean, it's cool enough that Jay Leno owns one.
It stood for
That-
credit card.
That should, yeah.
CC.
CC.
Yeah, so I mean, if Jay Leno owns one, then you got to think at some point in time it was a pretty cool
Yeah.
brand. I actually went in their building
Did
while
you?
they were still Confederate.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. You know, but even then, that's a very, like Modus, very niche motorcycle
Yeah.
company. You got to have a lot of zeros in your bank account. before you
Modus
even
needs to
consider one of them.
stop manufacturing motorcycles and manufacture V4 engines for the aftermarket industry. That's all they need to do.
Yeah. Because those engines are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine you have like an old Honda. What is it? The old Honda
The
E600.
the
No, like
Magnas.
like an E600, like the car from like 75.
Oh, yeah.
And then with a Modus V4 in it.
Jeez.
You've quadrupled the horsepower.
Or you have a bug and you need a new motor for it. Modus V4.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to build a chopper company and I'm going to put car motors in it. Modus V4.
Honda Magna with a blown engine. Modus V4.
Modus V4.
That, yeah.
It works.
It does. It actually, it fits a lot of applications.
Yeah.
I do think more motorcycle companies should be making V4 engines.
Now,
But,
a Modus is a fantastic riding motorcycle. I will say that. But their base model is also like $35,000
yeah.
for a bike that should be like $10,000.
And you're on like a 5 to 7 year waiting list to get it.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like, it's,
But they've got friends. You think they ain't got friends? They have their own little corner
a barber.
at Barber.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Although that time we were over there, they had the ZRX up in the corner of
They did.
the, of the
They did.
Modus corner,
They
which
do.
was kind of funny.
But they have their own, like the big conference room at Barber
Mm-hmm.
is named for Modus. There is a
Oh.
Modus engine on display and a complete bike on display.
They used the barber
I didn't
track.
realize that.
They used Barber as a testing track.
Barber is their test facility.
Okay.
Now, a lot of that tie might just be because they are a motorcycle manufacturer
In Birmingham.
in Barberstown.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
But still, that's pretty cool. They're not just,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I'll still stick with my big four and big three.
and big one,
What's big one?
Harley.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I don't have one.
I was talking about what I have in the garage.
Oh, I was about to say, not yet. You don't. You also don't have big three in the garage.
I don't technically have all of big. Well, I've had all of the big four.
You currently have 3 of the big 4,
2 of the big 3.
2 of the big 3, and that's it.
But I've owned a Ducati.
Currently have
Currently have
Mm.
no.
in your garage 3 of the big. Well, technically, one of them's not in your garage, but you still have. Oh no! Yeah, you do have a Honda in your garage.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
You have a Yamaha, Kawasaki, and a Honda all in your garage right now,
I technically own 3 Hondas.
and you have a BMW and a KTM in your garage.
Correct.
Mm.
Wait. Oh, I forgot about the 100.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
I have 3 Hondas.
Oh, I forgot about the 100. I gotta get the XR out of the garage.
Yeah.
It's the handlebars are in pieces right now.
Oh, really?
Well, I want to put the new bars on,
Yeah.
and I have to. Ryan says we can reroute the wires.
Yeah.
I just haven't fiddled with, because I've got to pull the side off of the headlight housing because the wires go into the headlight housing and back out.
Well, because we did that trying to kind of keep everything.
Right, so I got to pull that stuff out of the headlight housing.
Yeah.
Ryan seems to think if I did that, it'll have plenty of wire.
Because we had extra room to maneuver everything. We kind of stuffed it in there when we put that housing back on.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
because right now I don't have the slack.
Is it close or is it not at all?
With the handlebar straight, it won't
Yeah.
connect. It doesn't have enough slack. So I need to pull those out, put them on with the handlebar straight,
Yeah.
and then when I turn it, if I'm still good, then we're good.
Yeah. Now, have you fit the new bars on it?
They're currently bolted up to the bike.
Now, without anything hooked up, have you kind of sat on it? And
Although the height measurement seems to be the same,
Yeah.
they feel night and day difference.
Good.
It feels a lot taller,
Good.
and it doesn't look like there's 8 fingers somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
you can always get longer cables for certain. I know the brake doesn't need longer cables. It's
So
gonna
no,
be the clutch.
so who is it? Motion Pro
they make
actually makes a 3+ throttle cables for
Yeah.
that. The clutch cable's long enough.
Oh, is it? So it's throttle cables?
Yeah.
They were tight when I put them on because those are new cables that I put on the bike when.
Yeah, and Ryan said some of that might be routing. Might just need to
Yeah.
reroute them completely. Like unhook them from the throttle tube and rerun
Yeah.
them.
Because they're if you take the tank off, you can see how they're routed underneath. They
Yeah.
actually go into a little clip that's
Well,
underneath there.
So Ryan said give him like a week or so, and then he'll know better about it because he just pulled the throttle cables and everything off of his XR. By the way, Ryan no longer has a KLR.
Oh, what did he pick up?
So he has his XR.
Yeah.
So he bought the XR
For his dad.
from the dealership for his dad,
Yes.
and he had the KLR.
Yes.
But he was worried about his dad being an older gentleman and not a mechanic with that carbureted bike.
Yeah.
So he offered his dad to give him the KLR. That way he can just start it and go. Because also what his dad has to deal with uniquely, and we don't have to deal with here, is if I go ride that XR across the Skyway,
Yeah.
I'm not doing enough elevation change to cause a problem.
No.
His dad lives in Arizona,
There's a lot of potential elevation.
and if he goes up in the mountains,
Yeah.
you're talking about, like, although he
Yeah.
might only be a mile up into the mountains, he started like below sea level.
Yeah.
So it's a
That
lot more
elevation
of an
change.
Yeah. With
yeah.
carburetors,
Yeah.
correct.
that big elevation change.
Yeah.
will have-
We are already at like 750 feet above sea level.
Yeah.
So to then go to 5,000 feet above sea level, that's not that big of a deal. But going from like 0 feet, or to go from basically sea level to 1,000,
5,000.
well, to even 1,000 feet,
Yeah.
that's where a
That's
change
yeah.
happens at.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. With a carbureted bike, it'll do it. You'll notice performance issues,
correct. So his dad took the killer.
which makes sense.
Yeah.
And honestly, that probably works out a little bit better for Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, the XR is a little bit more of a dirt bike.
He'll get it back one day.
Yeah. Yeah. But the XR is a little bit more of a dirt bike, kind of does that dirt bikey
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
compared to the KLR,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is.
Yeah. You're a KLR fan, though.
I don't mind the KLRs. Just like the simplicity of the Honda.
I have been thoroughly enjoying the Street Glide too, though. I must admit that.
Well, you should be.
Well, no, I mean with the new seat and the tour pack, I've been
Prepping it for the trip.
Well, like the other day, I was making my lunch, and I was like, I gotta find a container that'll fit my saddlebag, and then I was like, wait a minute, no, I don't. I have a tour pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
going back to the one thing that me and you have both harped on the entire time we've done this, storage is amazing.
It's fabulous.
As much storage as you can have on a motorcycle reasonably.
life changing.
Life-changing.
Life-changing.
And on that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson's social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.